Hello, beautiful Globetrotters, my Scottish beautiful Globetrotters. I can't do a Scottish accent, so I won't or nor try. But we have Susie here that can do a Scottish accent.
Hi there.
So we've got Susie, your amazing ride partner from Kaylee Equestrian, who's going to host you. This is just a really short, sharp webinar for all of you that have booked on our amazing Scottish Borders ride, just to be able to go through the nitty gritty information, and then at the end we've got Q&A. We've got Laura Roberts and Amy, my two beautiful colleagues, that will also be answering any of your questions in the chat. So feel free to go in there and ask any questions as Susie and I are talking. I would love to hear where everyone is tuning in from. So if you want to type it in the chat, Susie and I just love to hear where people are coming from. Is it your first Globetrotting ride? Is it your 10th Globetrotting ride? Have you got Scottish ancestry? This is one of my, pinnacle rides because of, I guess, the common riding, which is really what the benchmark of this ride is. Tennessee, London, Canada. Oh, wow. Montana, first ride. Australian living in New York, first ride. Southern California, Melbourne. Oh my gosh, this is so cool, Susie. Look at everyone. Georgia, US,
Wow.
Canada. May 9th ride or Hope Tao. How are you? You've ridden with Hope before, Susie. She's back
Oh
from
yeah. Hi, Hope. Just coming.
Italy. Oh my God. CA, I assume that's California. My God, this is amazing. Look at you. Brazil. Susie, you've got someone from Brazil. Virginia,
Oh,
second
fantastic.
ride, St. Louis. Hi, Susie. Hope said. Sydney, Australia, first ride. You guys, if it's your first ride, you have picked a doozy, because this, again, I said it's in my top 5 rides. We road tested it 2018, and I got to go up the Royal Mile in Edinburgh on an amazing, what was his name, Susie? Was it Alfie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was very serendipitous that Susie and I and our lives collided. It was, and for Susie to say yes and partner with us. And then fast forward, we have, the best collection of Scottish rides in the world, thanks to Susie. And we've, picked rides in all different parts of Scotland. And this ride, the common riding, the Borders ride, is obviously an amazing, festival that you guys get to be part of. And I think that's the most special thing. Susie, can you just tell me quickly, like, the history of the common ride so that I don't bastardize it in my Australian accent?
So basically, the common rides are on each town. They ride the boundaries of the town to get out. That's what they done years ago. They used to check the boundaries to make sure and keep the ones that they didn't want into Scotland. Keep the English out. I didn't want to say that, but yeah, and any other sort of foreign people that they didn't want around, or people stealing cows and things like that. But that's what it originates from. And then obviously the battle in Coldstream of so that is from Selkirk as well, and Hawick 1514. So it's all about. So it's a massive, massive tradition that's behind it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's, guys, honestly, I thought people, when I was riding amongst all the amazing Scottish people, that they'd be like, how dare you ride in such a, festival that is so deeply part of our history. But they were like, that's awesome. You're riding with us. And when you ride through the little Borders towns, everyone's out waving, and they have this saying called safe out, safe in. Is that right, Susie?
Yeah. Safe out, safe in, yeah.
And then
it's better felt than tell.
That's it. It's like, it is, honestly, I can't tell you. Obviously, what would be the maximum riding number, like, on the common rides? Would it be around 300? Is that an exaggeration?
Sorry about my cat. Yeah, no, some of the rides have got like 300 or 400 horses on it. Some have just got like 75. Some have got, but like your main days ones, if they've got, like, or even like they've got maybe 300. Yeah, on their main days, but like on the Tuesday, if anyone's coming on the Tuesday, there won't be as many on that. There'll be maybe 75, maybe 70,
Okay.
50. just depending on that's the Tuesdays, but most of them have a lot of horses on the main days.
Good. So pretty much what I'm saying is that you have to be a very adept rider. You have to have really good, peripheral vision. I mean, the good thing, which I will really emphasize here for your nerves, is that Susy's horses have done this time and time again. They're very sensible. They're very level-headed, so that you can concentrate on, the riding and your riding, because there is no stop unless you're going through gates, but that you have to be an advanced, strong intermediate rider, which I know you all know, because to have booked on this ride, you obviously have to be of that ability. But it is such a thrill to be, galloping downhill, uphill with a group of riders. I always positioned myself out on the wing, because if, I was riding with a plumber, Susy, and he fell off like 3 times, would get back on. But it's quite wild and woolly, but in the best possible way. But let's start from the start, I guess, is probably the best way in terms of ordering this. So with transfers, everyone knows this is a self-driving holiday. So you will be expected to drive, to the Kaylee, which is Susy's stables from Cringletie. You arrive on day 1 between 12 and 12:30. Cringletie's, as Susy will attest, is the most beautiful, like castle-esque manor house, and it's a hotel. So they will check you in, and then obviously, for self-drivers, you will be then driving to Susy's stables. That's right, isn't it, Susy? On day 1.
Yeah, I come and meet them, and they follow me to the yard the first day. Yeah.
Yeah, so all of our beautiful Americans driving on the other side of the road, you will be fine and you will survive. We will be setting up WhatsApp groups per departure, so that if you need to carpool, if you're by yourself, then that's something that you can coordinate within the group. And then pretty much on the last day, I think checkout is around, what is it? It's after lunch. After breakfast on the last day. Is that correct, Susy?
What was that? Sorry, on the last day?
On the last day, people finish after breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's transfers. And then in terms of, well, let's talk about common riding and the code of conduct, because that's really important. So guys, in your account, which we used to call the member portal, so when you log in to your account on our website and you click on the ride, it has all the information you need. So please study that. And please, if you need to screenshot it off your phone, there's a document which is called Common Riding Code of Conduct. And then on the other, including in that, is falls during the common riding, which I know that's a really grim headline, but it's also really important. We're not silly. We're horse riders. Things happen. Horses happen. So just, Susy, what would be mainly the code of conduct for our clients to be aware of, so that we're respectful, part of this age-old tradition, and that we're respecting, the people in charge and the marshals and the people that ride in the front?
Yeah, so basically, obviously, first of all, we'll start off with what you're wearing. You've got to wear either a tweed jacket, a black jacket, or a blue one. No pink, no bright colours or anything. And you must wear a stock. It's a must. Boots, you can wear chaps and a small boot, or you can wear anything that's black or brown. No fancy, no fancy, because on a lot of the stuff nowadays, you can get really fancy, sparkly stuff. That doesn't go down. It's just like on the hunting field. So we'll start off with that up there. So yeah, everyone's got to be dressed appropriate for that. So then secondly, you have to really respect the marshals, and obviously whichever town we're at, you have to not overtake or get too close to the front party of horses. So yeah, that's one thing. It's a no-no. So you have to keep yourself back from there. And that's it really. And just go with what Gemma says, who Gemma will be looking after everybody, or maybe Izzy or Nikki from up north, because she's going to come down as well. So they keep everybody right anyway, and but that's basically it. You just don't overtake the main party. You respect, the traditions type thing. And now people keep saying about head cams. Yes, you can take them on some of the rides, but if it's a main day, that I think they are asking people not to wear them. when it's a proper, like a proper their festival day, they don't really want it. Just doesn't look right with lots
No.
of people with head cams on. So I mean, you could always wear a body cam if you wanted, but the head cams just take away the tradition of what's happening of their festival.
Yeah, no, I think that's, fair enough. So guys, just main thing is I think that's super important. And really it's on all our rides. You never overtake your guide. Your marshals are your guides on the common ride. You never ever overtake them. And if you can't control your horse to be able to check them so that you don't, then that's, you shouldn't probably be in the ride. People are asking about what a stock is. How would I explain what a stock is? So a stock's like a white sort of collar, would you say, Susie?
Yeah. They can buy them here if they've not got them, if they've never seen them before. If they go online and have a look at them, it's just to see, because you can. But there is places here that sell them. Kelso's quite close. They've got them, or they can, they can order them and get them delivered to the hotel. If they don't have them, or they can get them and order them and get them at home. But you can have it doesn't have to be white.
Oh, it doesn't.
There's some lovely coloured ones for ladies and things.
Oh, okay.
It does look nice with white with a nice pin, but I mean, there's some beautiful coloured ones as well. But as long as it's not like pink or things, it's got to be natural sort of colours.
Yeah, that makes sense. And we've got lots of questions. Sorry, is a brown jacket okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And is a jacket that's grey with black trim okay?
Grey with black trim. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
And so someone asked how many days are we wearing formal wear? So it's 2 days if you're on the normal, but then on the September departure, which is the riding of the marches, it's only 1
hunter
day.
green jacket's fine as well. Yeah, well, actually depends where you're riding. Where the hunter green jacket, where are they riding? Someone just popped up and said.
Yeah. Hairnets, I would wear a hairnet, but that's is a hairnet like compulsory? Not really.
No, it's not. It's not compulsory. There was somebody that just asked about a green jacket. Which ride would they be doing? Because
she's doing the May departure.
Yeah, it's just that in Hoik, I probably would say no to a green one.
Yeah, I agree. If you're on the Hoik departure, you won't be able to wear your hunter green jacket. The Airvests.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And Hope asked, does it all have to be all black, or is it if it's a grey stripe down the middle?
No, that's fine, Hope. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
White breeches in May?
White or beige.
Okay.
Yeah, white or beige. Anyone can wear them. Yeah, not a bother.
Transparent raincoat over a tweed jacket.
If it's raining, absolutely.
Okay. That's great. This is so good that you're here, Susie. Pre-tied stocks are okay. Yes, because I can't tie a stock. No, I'm Velcro is my friend. Meta sunglasses should be fine, shouldn't they? The ones that
absolutely, yeah.
The thing, guys, when you're on the common riding, like Susie's horses are so beautifully presented, so they're all plaited up, like you feel like you're the queen. But you won't be able to have a saddlebag, so you don't have any water. Like it's literally.
You can have a bum bag. You can put a bum bag on if you wanted. And put a bottle of water inside. Yeah, definitely you can do that. But none of my saddles are all English saddles. Yeah. And hunting whip. You can take a hunting whip. All of my saddles don't have bags to put stuff in, but there is places that you can get water. Obviously at the halfway point, and you've got your lunch wear things as well. Yeah.
Okay, and so
wear a tie. Yes, you can wear a tie.
You're on it. Look at you go. With the halfway point, how long would the guests have ridden before their halfway point happens? Like what time?
About 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
What would you put in your bum bag? Like what would Gemma take? Like lip balm? What would be some hacks for the guests too?
Yeah, I mean, if they had a bum, just water, and I mean, it depending on the weather. Hopefully, you're all gonna bring some sunshine. Just a bit of suntan cream, but just keep hydrated. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So, guys, obviously Susie's guides will be riding with you in the common riding, but because it is such a big group of riders from all over, you might, there may be situations where you're separated from Gemma or Izzy or another Kaylee, guide. So just be aware of that you have to obviously, they will try and stay with you, but just based on the pace and the large riding group, that may not happen. And if you fall off, this is a really big thing in Scotland, is that, they don't, well, Susy will explain it, but you need to obviously, the marshal will be there and the horses will still keep running, right? Like if you fall off, you've got to try and roll to the side. I know this sounds really grim, but it's just part of this departure if it happens. And then
not always. If for example, obviously the ride's so long, so what happens, Kate, just say if someone does fall off, there's marshals there that will pull up, and people are very good, they will pull up.
Right.
And then somebody, like, obviously maybe Gemma's not there, let's say, for example, or like, and then somebody else there's no way that they would leave anybody. They would step in, but then obviously if the person was hurt, all the horses would carry on. They wouldn't hold the ride up, they would just carry on, and then they would get somebody to, deal with the person that's hurt, call somebody in, but they wouldn't sort of all these horses wouldn't stand and wait.
Okay.
And if you do fall off and you can get back on, you can get back on. But normally what happens if, let's say, for example, we've got 10 Globetrotters there and someone did fall off, if Gemma wasn't there, she would, because obviously all the horses are cantering, somebody would pass on to her and then she would ride back to see when that happened, or somebody will call me, or, like, everybody's really good. They all communicate together and look after.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's, super important. Someone's asked, all the photos have everyone looking wonderful, but no rain gear. What are we allowed to wear in terms of rain gear, waterproof?
You can wear any kind of waterproof jacket, as long as it's not bright colours.
Yeah.
Just blue, browns, green, that you can wear a green one, but not like a green. I wouldn't wear a green jacket to hike, as in like a show jacket type thing. But you can wear, like, a waterproof the long jackets. Anyone can wear whatever they want that way.
Okay, fantastic.
What's that one? The colour of the cheek. What time does it ride? What was there? Something about a tweed. Somebody asking about a tweed there.
Yeah. So, does the colour of the tweed jacket matter, like a rust or hunter green?
If it's tweed, no, it should be fine. Yeah.
And
on average, the horses are a height sort of around 16 to 17 hands, 17 to, they're just on average there. I mean, we do have smaller ones if somebody wants them, but they are normally quite big.
Yes, they're gentle giants for sure. You need a leg up. That's pretty much,
I've got cartridges. I've got cartridges here for the jackets.
Oh yes, but if you need to let us know your like Airvests brand or your cut, because I know it's hard to travel with them, or you can send it on to Susy prior to your departure, and then she can. It just depends on your airline whether they, you can fly with your cartridges. What time does the ride leave, Susy? It is like, obviously it doesn't get dark in Scotland summer until when? Like late.
10, half 10. So so we're going to start off with which ride are we going to talk about here? Is it just hike?
Let's just talk in general. Britt, if you let us know what departure you're on, but then Susy will just talk in general, the rhythm of common riding days.
Yeah. So obviously, if it's hike, I don't know who that person. Late June. So late June must be. Is that Galashiels? Can you tell me what date there? I don't think you can buy I mean, I've got cartridges here, the 21st to the 27th. So that'll be 21st to the 27th. Is that Beltane week?
Have a look.
Is that the third week? Is that the third week in the month?
1, 2. Yeah, yes. We've got the June. And then it's June 21. Yeah.
So that's the local one here in Peebles. Hey. So Peebles, I'm sure that'll be Melrose and Peebles then. So Melrose and Peebles are both evening rides. So they'll start, both of them start, you'll get on the horses around sort of 5 o'clock and you'll be finished by about 10 on both rides.
Mm-hmm.
For that on that departure on the June one.
So what do the guests do in the morning, Susie? Do they just chill out and, on a common riding when it starts so late?
Yeah, they normally do. The hotel's normally got something on for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they've got their, how they do the Scottish Day type thing and them games that they play. So yeah, but most like obviously, yeah, they normally sort of have their lunch and then make their way towards us because they ride from Cayley down on the Beltane week, from here from the yard. So yeah, they just relax and then come for the ride. Yeah.
So good. So Angela, yes, stocks are obligatory. Like that's definitely. And can the
Or a
stocks
tie.
or a tie? Can
Yeah.
stocks be sparkly?
Yeah, as long as they're not pink or purple or they've just got to be
I
like a
think pretty much
natural color. They can have a bit of bling on them. Yes, they can have a bit of bling on them as long as they're respectful for the tradition.
yeah, it's definitely, these are good questions. So it's because then you know what to pack prior than getting there and going, I mean, there are some really good tack shops, aren't there, Susie, that people could possibly. I
Oh
got
yeah.
it at a thrift shop. I don't know what the Americans called a thrift shop, but like a vintage shop. But that was just lucky. I don't think you could base it on that. Someone asked about a white rain jacket.
A white rain jacket? Probably not.
No, I was just thinking that too.
What was that person? Somebody, because I didn't see the whole message. It says about a pack store. The last message that just came in.
Let me check. Oh yeah, Brie asked, "Are you guys able to give tack store recommendations so we can get the stocks there?" I
Oh
think,
yeah.
yeah,
There's three. There's one in Kelso. There's one in Pennycook on the way down from the airport, and there's one in Edinburgh where we go to the beach very close. And I've never been to that one, but it's amazing, the shop, and I
really.
must go. But I'm always working, and I'm at the beach, and I can't sort of sneak off. But I would love to sneak off to that horse shop because
Do a
everyone
bit of
keeps
shopping.
saying how it's got
Definitely.
beautiful stuff in it. So all the Globetrotters get to go to it, but I don't.
Well, Brie, I'm pretty sure those tack shops are in our trip prep kit on your account. But if not, Laura, our colleague, will get them from Susie and we will send it to you guys so that you make sure that you can do some shopping. Sabine, I love your question. Will you be on the same horse all week, Susie?
No,
No.
no,
Yeah.
no. You ride lots of different ones.
It's great. You do. You really do ride. And would you even say that you might ride a different horse per common ride, or would you ride that same horse for the common ride?
It depends really. Normally, depending if the person really likes the horse, or depending on the fitness of the horse, or
Yeah.
just the. I mean, some people have ridden the same horse, and some people haven't. Yeah.
You'll be proud to be mounted on any of these horses, literally hand on heart. They are phenomenal. You see all the thoroughbreds losing their biscuit going, through the gates, and Susie's horses are just like, so centered. It's yeah, they're amazing. What else have we got here? Sorry, Vera, no, there aren't saddlebags on the horses, which we mentioned previously, but you can have a bum bag. We call them bum bags, fanny packs. I love the breeches, Susie, that you can put your mobile phone in as well, that are really easy to.
They're great. They're
Yeah.
great, but I have seen seen some people fall off. Not in my horses, and really
Yeah.
hurt themselves with the phone into
Yeah.
into their legs. So then I would be very careful riding and putting your phone in there just in case. Like it's yeah.
Is there neck grab straps?
They can be we do have them, and if anybody needs them, we'll put them on.
See, guys, look how amazing Susie is. She's just a yes person. She will literally look after you so, so well. We've you guys, July common rides, Jenny. What was your question about the July common rides? Maybe the rhythm of the day. It just depends. There's 2 departures, Jenny, so we'd need to know. Oh, July. How many are there?
What? How many is what? Sorry.
3. Jenny, just let us know your question about the July common rides. I assume Susie is amazing. Yes, she is, Cindy.
What date is it as well?
Can you bring your own stirrups? Yes, Julia, you can.
Yeah. Mid-July the 16th. I'm going to have to look and see what's on that. Well, let me just get my thing and see what.
Susie's just going into her paper calendar. I love it. Will you be letting us know which common rides we will be participating on? So
July
we
the
can I'm on the May
16th, July 17th, so she'll be doing. So they come in. What date do they come in? So they'll be.
Yeah.
So that'll be. Is that the Langham week? No, it can't be. 17th.
So these questions. So
Yeah,
Bob, it's not dark at 5 p.m. So Scotland summer doesn't get dark till like 10 p.m. at night. So you won't be right.
10:30. Yeah, I'm sure that on the July one there, if she comes in on the 17th, that must be the Thursday. So I'm sure it'll be. No, she says we are. Is that the right one? We are June.
Yeah.
I'm assuming July. I'm getting confused with the messages now. Sorry. So I think I'm not too sure because it's either Langham Benty or Kelso.
Okay.
And Musselburgh. It just depends on what date they come in. I can't see what date. I don't know what day it is. I can just see the date there. Sorry.
Yeah, the 16th. How about Laura and Amy, guys? We will get a list of the common
Spurs.
riding, like
Spurs, no, you can't ride in Spurs.
pardon, sorry.
I'm saying that somebody just asked if we could ride in Spurs, and I said no.
Okay, yeah, cool. Can people bring their own whip?
Yes, oh yes, absolutely.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Kate, we don't know the weather. It depends. Weather is not something that we can really comment on, but hopefully it'll be a lovely Scottish summer. But there could be rain or there may not be rain.
Yeah, we can give you a whip if you don't have one and you need the horse needs it or you feel like you need one. Yeah, we could give you one. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. I think that's it. Does anyone else have any questions? The Cringletie is beautiful. The food is absolutely phenomenal. You'll probably put on weight, to be fair.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, really amazing. Are helmet covers allowed, Susie?
Yes, yeah. As long again as it's blue or black.
Yeah. And Celeste asked, I understand we tip the people holding our horses at lunch. Is that only on the common ride days?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Celeste, for reading that. The WhatsApp groups will get set up probably 2 weeks before your departure, Bree. So that is something that how large is our group departing the 14th of the 5th? I guess the maximum group, Sabine, is 10. And then non-riders as well. Sorry, there was a question in the Q&A, Susie, about I think someone's but someone's answered it. Yeah, our non-riders, there's heaps of things to do for non-riders. Yeah, like heaps and heaps. It's a really, non-rider friendly ride. How formal are the meals at the hotel, dresses or skirts? What would you say to that, Susie? Just smart casual?
Do you know what? Everybody's different. I've seen some departures and people they're tired and they're still in the horse gear. Like it depends on what day you're doing, or like for example the beach day they go out we're out all day. The time they get back, and then Gemma and I always go as well. It's high tea, and some people are still in their horse stuff, and some people have managed to have a shower and just change into a pair of jeans and a nice top, or some people like it's not. You don't have to be every night dressed smartly. It's just you're on holiday, you're enjoying yourself. Nobody looks at you what you're wearing.
Yeah, I love that.
However, every individual, however they feel comfortable.
Yeah, perfect. I love that. You guys are literally going to have the best time. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we did it, Susie. That you guys, I'm so glad we had lots of questions. It was amazing. So, homework for us is getting the names of the tack shops, letting all of the departures know what their actual common rides, the name of their common rides for the departure dates, and WhatsApp groups. I think that was pretty much my homework. And if anyone has canisters, Susie can.
I do have some here.
Yeah. Oh, and what I was going to say, guys, if you have friends, we've had some last minute cancellations. So there is some availability on our July common riding. Yeah, on the July common riding, and one on the September riding of the marches as well. So yeah, if you are on any of those departures and you've got a friend that is green with envy, then they can actually book because it was sold out. So just as an FYI. Cool. Thank you, Susy.
Thank you, everybody. Can't wait to see you all. Thanks very much, Kate.
So good. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.